Well, good afternoon, everyone, or should I say good evening. It's Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday night. And as you guys know, we are 22 days away from Thanksgiving. And with Halloween ending, the holiday season is underway. And with that, I am pleased to tell you guys that I'm here tonight to give you guys the route and the parade lineup for the 97th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which will take place live Thursday, November 23rd at 9 a.m. Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock. So we're going to get started with that right now. Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a parade. So, we're going to start with the route. So let's see where we're going to start out with. So kickoff will be at West 77th Street in Central Park, and there will be no public viewing. Next, Central Park West. East riders arriving starting at 6 a.m. Eastern on the west side of Central Park West from West 75th to West 61st Streets. Great views can be found along this stretch. Just to note, no public viewing on Central Park West between West 59th and West 60th Streets. Columbus Circle. The parade turns here onto Central Park South, and there's no public viewing. Central Park South and 6th Avenue. The parade heads south onto 6th Avenue. 6th Avenue. Great views from West 59th to West 38th Streets. Next, restricted viewing. Avoid watching on 6th Avenue between West 34th and West 38th Streets and on West 34th Street between 6th and 7th Avenues. The national television broadcast limits viewing here. And finally, the Macy's Herald Square. The parade makes its final turn and stops in front of the Macy's Herald Square, and there's no public viewing. So now we're going to go on and get to the lineup. So this year we have 25 balloons, 6 balloonicles, 30 floats, 9 marching bands, 17 performers, 29 clown crews, and 5 performance groups. So we're going to start first with the 25 balloons. We have Acorn from Macy's. You can be sure this giant acorn won't hit the floor as it flies over 34th Street in this year's parade. And there's a fun fact here. 15 million real acorns fit inside this giant balloon acorn. Next, Beagle Scout Snoopy from Peanuts Worldwide. Beagle Scout Snoopy and best friend Woodstick make their ascent in this Thanksgiving in New York City. This is the 9th version of the longest running character balloon in the parade, and its 50th anniversary of the first appearance of the Beagle Scouts, which includes Woodstock and his bird pals in Charles M. Schultz's beloved comic strip. By the numbers, 55 feet tall or as high as a 5-story building, 42 feet long or as long as 6 bicycles, and 34 feet wide or as wide as 5 taxi cabs. And there's more of a fun fact. The Beagle Scout Snoopy balloon's giant hat is equivalent to the length of 17 beagles. Next, Blue Cat and Chugs from Cool Cats. Cool Cats is a storytelling character brand with a community spanning the world. First created in 2013 as a comic character, Blue Cat has since come to life through digital collectibles, animated content, comics, games, and merchandise. After winning a fan vote for the first ever NFT parade balloon, Blue Cat and his best friend Chugs are making their parade debut this Thanksgiving morning. By the numbers, 34 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 36 feet long or as long as 5 bicycles, and 27 feet wide or as high as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact, Cool Cats is the first ever NFT character turned into a real-life parade balloon. Next, Bluey from BBC. Bluey arrives from Australia to explore the Big Apple for another year of fun. This lovable pup from the global hit series, which you guys can see in the US on Disney Channel and on Disney Junior, is excited to bring families together year-round by sharing the power of creativity and imaginative play. Wackadoo. By the numbers. 50 feet, can't talk today. 52 feet tall or as high as a 5-story building. 51 feet tall or as long as 7 bicycles. And 37 feet wide or as wide as 6 taxicabs. Fun fact, Bluey was hand-printed by a team of artists with approximately 50 gallons of blue paint. Next, Diary of a Wimpy Kid from Abrams Books. Greg Heffley, the mega popular star of the best-selling book series Diary of a Wimpy Kid, appears in the parade for the 14th time this Thanksgiving. Beware of the cheese touch. By the numbers, 39 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 45 feet long or as long as 6 bicycles, and 23 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact, Wimpy Kid's backpack is large enough to hold about 2,000 regular backpacks inside of it. Next, Goku from Toei Animation Incorporated. Goku, the legendary hero of the Dragon Ball franchise, returns for another parade appearance. Dragon Ball, a Japanese animated series that first aired in the US more than 25 years ago on Cartoon Network during Toonami, focuses on Goku, a Saiyan warrior who is peaceful, good-natured, loving, and honest. By the numbers, 56 feet tall or as high as a 5-story building, 70 feet long or as long as 10 bicycles, 36 feet wide or as wide as 6 taxicabs. Fun fact, the balloon depicts Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue form as seen in Dragon Ball Super Broly. Next, Grogu TM from Funko. This fan-favorite Funko Pop Star Grogu balloon commemorates the beloved Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, bringing adorableness back to our galaxy. This larger-than-life precious cargo is inspired by the Funko Pop collectible. By the numbers, 41 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 29 feet tall or as long as 4 bicycles, 37 feet wide or as wide as 6 taxicabs. Fun fact, 475,200 normal-sized knobs can fit inside Grogu's shifter knob balloon. Next, ooh, I love this. Ice cream cone from Macy's. You scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream cone as it soars the parade route once again. By the numbers, 30 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, and 23 feet wide or as wide as 3 taxicabs. Fun fact, the first ice cream cone balloon was turned upside down, given arms, legs, and a new paint job to create our original Macy's balloon. Next, Kung Fu Panda's Po from Universal Pictures DreamWorks Animation. With a mighty skadoosh and a flying kick, everyone's favorite dragon warrior, the legendary Kung Fu Panda Po, returns to the parade with an all-new look this Thanksgiving. Destiny calls for Po to set off on another fantastic adventure in the new DreamWorks animated film Kung Fu Panda 4 next spring. By the numbers, 39 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 49 feet long or as long as 7 bicycles, and 36 feet wide or as wide as 6 taxicabs. Fun fact, it took more than 1,000 yards of fabric to create the Po balloon. Next, Leo from Netflix. Flying in from Florida for his first parade is Leo, a 74-year-old lizard with a heart of gold that is the star of Netflix's upcoming animated film, Leo, starring Adam Sandler. In this coming-of-age musical comedy, Leo plans an escape to tackle his bucket list, but instead helps his ancient students during their last year of elementary school. By the numbers, 41 feet tall or as high as a 4-story building, 73 feet long or as long as 10 bicycles, and 27 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece Toy Animation Incorporated. Monkey D. Luffy appears in New York City this Thanksgiving in search of the ultimate pirate treasure. This fearless leader of the Straw Hat Crew, who aspires to be king of the pirates, is the main character of the globally acclaimed One Piece animated series, which will be celebrating its 25th anniversary next year. By the numbers, 50 feet tall or as high as a 5-story building, 43 feet long or as high as 6 bicycles, and 39 feet wide or as wide as 6 taxicabs. Fun fact, the Monkey D. Luffy balloon is painted with over 20 different colors. Opening Macy Stars. You'll be seeing stars at the 2023 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Well, literally. So, see if you can spot them in blue and white, red and gold, and yellow in various points in the parade lineup. By the numbers, 25 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 24 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs, and 12 feet deep. Fun fact, the Macy Stars are representative of the parade color scheme. Next, Paw Patrol from Nickelodeon. Hailing all the way from Adventure Bay, Paw Patrol's chase takes the sky this Thanksgiving. This fearless rescue pup from the globally beloved preschool series Paw Patrol is ready to come to the rough rescue and shows the city of New York that no job is too big, no pup is too small. By the numbers, 43 feet tall or as high as a 4-story building, 60 feet long or as long as 8 bicycles, and 36 feet wide or as wide as 6 taxicabs. Fun fact, Chase's hat could cover an actual police squad car, and his paws are larger than 2 full-grown Great Dane dogs. Next, Pikachu and Eevee from the Pokemon Company International. Returning in their Pokeball-inspired sleigh are Pikachu and Eevee, bringing smiles to everyone's faces for the 23rd consecutive appearance of Pokemon in the parade. An adventure is always better with friends, and these two popular Pokemon are all smiles as they adorably sled down the route and into the holiday season. By the numbers, 34 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 48 feet long or as long as 6 bicycles, and 23 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact, each blade on the sleigh is about the same length as a semi-trailer truck. Next, pumpkins from Macy's. The biggest pumpkins in the patch are flying high above the streets of New York City this Thanksgiving. By the numbers, 14 feet tall or as high as a 2-story building, 14 feet long or as long as 2 bicycles, and 14 feet wide or as wide as 2 taxicabs. Fun fact, the first pumpkin balloon made an appearance in the 1945 parade as the jack-o'-lantern in homage of another fall holiday. Red Titan from Ryan's World, from Sunlight Entertainment and Pocket Watch. Swooping in to save the day this holiday season is Red Titan, the brave and kind alter ego of Ryan from Ryan's World. This larger-than-life pin-sized superhero is making his 4th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade appearance this year. By the numbers: 42 feet tall or as high as a 4-story building, 51 feet long or as long as 7 bicycles, 28 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact: the Red Titan's cape is the largest in the parade, with over 15 gallons of red paint used. Next, Ronald McDonald from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. The world's most famous clown returns to the Big Apple. This is the 5th design since he first joined the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 1987. In this version, Ronald is sharing his heart at a time when we all need some extra love and smiles, as he inspires spectators to see a smile and share a smile. By the numbers: 40 feet tall or as high as a 4-story building, 68 feet long or as long as 9 bicycles, and 31 feet wide or as wide as 5 taxicabs. Fun fact: it took 2,629 hours to complete the Ronald balloon at Macy's Studio and over 50 gallons of paint. Sinclair's Dino from Sinclair Oil Corporation. Sinclair Oil, an H.F. Sinclair brand, and Dino, pronounced Dino, D-Y-E-N-O, America's most favorite Apoptosaurus, returns to New York City with baby Dino to celebrate Sinclair's growing family. By the numbers: 49 feet tall or as high as a 4-story building, 68 feet long or as long as 9 bicycles, and 26 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact: baby Dino is a separate balloon and is attached to Dino's back for several connection points. Next, Smoky Bear from the United States Department of Agriculture Forest Service. Smoky Bear returns Thanksgiving morning to celebrate another year as the star of the longest-running public service advertising campaign in American history, sharing his extremely important wildfire prevention message, saying that only you can prevent wildfires. By the numbers: 51 feet tall or as high as a 5-story building, 16 feet long or as long as 2 bicycles, and 25 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact: the Smoky Bear balloon is so large, approximately 85 average-sized black bears could fit inside. Next, the Snow Crystal Ornaments from Macy's. This pair of oversized ornaments covered in silver and holly ice crystals returns to New York City this holiday season. By the numbers: 34.6 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, and 24 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact: these balloons made their first parade appearance in 2004. Next, SpongeBob SquarePants and Gary from Nickelodeon's hit series. It's going to be celebrated. That's going to be airing its 14th season later this year. SpongeBob SquarePants. This optimistic sea sponge, so popular, he's mentioned on social media every 4 seconds. It's all smiles as he returns on Thanksgiving for his 20th appearance. SpongeBob is accompanied by his pet snail Gary, so get ready for some FUN fun. By the numbers: 44 feet tall or as high as a 4-story building, 46 feet long or as long as 6 bicycles, and 36 feet wide or as wide as 6 taxicabs. This is SpongeBob's 3rd balloon in the parade. He made his first appearance in 2004 and was redesigned for his second balloon in 2013. SpongeBob was also the first square balloon in the parade. Next, Stuart the Minion from Universal Pictures. Da 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 don don. Minion Stuart from Illumination's blockbuster hit animated franchise and next summer's Despicable Me 4 causes a little mischief as he makes his way down the parade route for the second time. If you happen to be dressed as every Minion's favorite food, watch out. Stuart has a craving for bananas that even a Thanksgiving feast can't quash. By the numbers, 37 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 40 feet long or as long as 5 bicycles, and 28 feet wide or as wide as 4 taxicabs. Fun fact, this balloon features Minion Stuart holding an animated man in a banana suit, and in 2022 was the first parade balloon to ever use details created by a 3D printer. The Pillsbury Doll Boy, poppin' fresh from Pillsbury. Woo-hoo! The Pillsbury Doll Boy soars into this year's parade with a new look to inspire families around the nation to make more homemade memories this holiday season. With his signature hoo-hoo giggle, Poppin' Fresh is always ready to lend a helping hand in the kitchen. Woo-hoo! By the numbers, 55 feet tall or as high as a 5-story building, 23 feet long or as long as 3 bicycles, and 33 feet wide or as wide as 5 taxicabs. And you know what? Since Poppin' Fresh from Pillsbury is so popular, I'll do the giggle again. Woo-hoo! Next, Tiptoe from Macy's. Tiptoe, who once starred in the Macy's holiday campaign, joins the parade again this Thanksgiving. With the help of puppeteers, his head bobs and legs move as this courageous reindeer prances through the streets of New York City, encouraging spectators to believe in themselves. Fun fact, this larger-than-life version of Tiptoe was the first ever balloon puppet to march down the route. And finally, Uncle Dan from Illumination. Joining the parade this Thanksgiving is Uncle Dan from Illumination's new action-packed comedy, Migration. This curmudgeon-only duck is almost never leaves his New England pond, but this holiday season, he and his family will be flying through New York on their way to Jamaica for a family vacation like no other. By the numbers, 37 feet tall or as high as a 3-story building, 32 feet long or as long as 4 bicycles, and 20 feet wide or as wide as 3 taxicabs. Fun fact, this massive sandwich Uncle Dan is holding could make about 7,300 normal-sized sub sandwiches. Delicious. And now we're going to go to the 6 Balloonicals. We have Baby Dino. I'm not going to read all the descriptions. I'm going to go over them one by one. We have Baby Dinos, Bulldog, Go Bowling, Mouse King, Nutcracker, and Tough Guy. 30 floats, we have 123 Sesame Street, Big City Cheer, the Big Red Shoe Car, the Big Turkey Spectacular, Birds of a Feather String Together, Camp Snoopy, Celebration Gator, Colossal Wave of Wonder, Deck the Halls, El Pets, Fantasy Chocolate Factory, Jeopardy's Dazzling Dance Party, Harvest in the Valley, Heartwarming Holiday Countdown, Igniting Memories, the Macy's Singing Christmas Tree, Magic Meets the Sea, Mutant Mayhem, Palace of Sweets, People at the First Light, Baby Shark, Rocking Horse, Rocky Lobster, Rocking Moose, Santa's Sleigh, The Brick Changer, the deliciously delectable World of Wonka, The Wonder Ship, Tom Turkey, and Winter Dragon. Next, for the 9 marching bands, we have the Alabama A&M University Marching Maroon and White Band, the Fishers High School Marching Tiger Band, the Jenison High School Marching Band, the Macy's Great American Marching Band, the Madrid Stoneman Douglas High School Raymond Marching Band, the Mercer Island High School Marching Band, the O'Fallon Township High School Marching Panthers, the Rutgers University Marching Scarlet Knights, and lastly, the Texas Tech University Going Band from Raiderland. We got 17 performers. We have Alex Smith, Amanda Shaw, Ashley Park, Belbid DeVoe, Brandy, Cher, Chicago, David Foster and Catherine McPhee, Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, Eddipin, In Vogue, Jesse James Decker, John Batiste, Manuel Turizo, Miss America Grace Stank, Paul Russell, and Pentatonics. We got 29 clown crews. The Alphabet Clowns, Artist Clowns, Baseball All-Star Clowns, Birthday Party Clowns, Camper Clowns, which is new this year, Circus Clowns, City Tourist Clowns, Clown Kazoo Clown, the Clown Kazoo Band, the Cornucopia Clowns, the Funny Bone Medical Team, the Funny Farm Clowns, Funny Firefighter Brigade, Funny Flurry Clowns, the Hat Baked Holiday Sweets, Holiday Clowns, Jester Clowns, Keystone Cops, Macy's Superheroes, Malt Shop Clowns, the Nutty Cracker Ballet Clowns, the Nutty Professional Einsteins and Wacky Graduates, the Parade Brigade, the Pirate Plankster Clowns, Santa's Toy Box Clowns, Silly Seaside Clowns and Sailors, Sleepy Clowns, Spacey Clowns, and Turkey Tech players and sports fans, and Wintertime Clowns. And lastly, our 5 performance groups: Big Apple Circus, Cornell Bangra, Mavisa Studios, Spirit of America, and the Tap Dancing Christmas Trees. And that, my friends, will do it for this long video, which I gave you guys the route and the lineup for the 97th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And make sure you catch the 97th running of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as it kicks off the holiday season Thursday, November 23rd at beginning at 9 a.m. Eastern, followed by the annual Purina Dog Show hosted by John O'Hurley beginning at 12 noon, live and only on NBC and streaming on Peacock. And I will see you guys in the next video coming soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.